guys, today I am starting off in my favorite website, Facebook group, which is Scrappy to Do It, and I'm going to show you how to make an 8x8 layout, um, and, um, and I'm changing it into a print to cut. So the first thing that I'm going to do with this website is I'm going to go down here and I'm going to type in Spider-Man, because that is and this one is a layout by Nancy Gother, which is Nancy Gother fan, which is a big favorite for a lot of us. And so I'm going to go ahead and that. And I will say that when you are using this site, it is not the best search engine. I'm going to try to take this up a little bit. If I was a smart person, I could figure out how to use the screen, and this would be better. But the site I'm on is Scrappy to Do It, and I'm just going to go down to Nancy's Fans, Cricut Design. So the great thing about this particular website is it has all the links. I'm going to click on this link and it's going to take me directly to that layout. So I'm clicking on this one, and it's kind of a rule. I have posted things on this layout as well. And in order for you to post it, you have to have a link so everyone is edible. I want to show you, so now that I've reached the scrapbook layout that I want, I'm going to go to edit copy, but before I do that, I want to show you a few things. Now this layout cost me $3.98 because I am going to cut this Spider-Man layout, and this is even with my access. I'm going to scroll down here and you will see she has all of the fonts and the images that she's used. So when you choose something, if you don't want to pay money, so this one, it has money, so if you don't want those icons, you could simply close the eye on those, and I'll show you how to do that. So this is a layout. I am going to edit a copy. I always edit a copy when I download these. Sometimes they go away completely and you are not able to use them again because it kind of comes and goes. I am only going to use the left side of this. So you see on this side there are groups, and I am going to just kind of close these groups out because I don't use everything. So you can see how I'm closing this. This doesn't change. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that one. This doesn't change what you're going to do. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to delete it because I'm only, like I said before, I'm only doing one size. And this was, so all this is going to be on print cut, and I've already printed and cut it twice because I wanted to give it dimension. So this is kind of like scrapbooking that people used to do a long time ago. Now I am going to go down here and I am going to get rid of that red band. So this is all I want. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to select this whole entire group, and I am going to flatten it, which means it will turn it into a print and cut. I'm flattening it, and up in the size, I do know that for a fact that I cannot get this any larger than a 7 3/4. So I'm going to just remove this and I'm going to put 7.75, because even though it's a print and a cut, and a print and a cut is basically 8.5 by 11. It doesn't work. Oh, and actually, I remove these. I'm not gonna. It's gonna be too much work, but I remove these on my others when I show you what I do. Next, I'm going to make it, and this is going to take me directly to. Okay, so it's saying that I need to resize. So I'm going to just put it, I think it's at, maybe it's 7.35. I can't remember. I should have wrote it down, but at 7.35, I can make it. or and I want to save, and then I'm going to save, and it's going to take me, and you can see exactly where this is it, and this is your print and cut. So that is all you have to do to have your print and cut. Now I'm going to have to adjust a few things, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish this layout for you and show you what I did with this. So this was a simple way to do it. I'm going to go ahead and close this out, and I will show you. I actually copied this twice. So print and cut, what it does to you, you have to have you have to have a printer. I use Stampin' Up's white cardstock, the 8.5 by 11, because it's nice cardstock. It prints really beautifully. And I printed it twice because I wanted it to have that 3D look. So this is what I came out with. And you'll see that I did delete that blue picture. So this is what I have. Let me, so that you can see the whole thing. So this is for an 8x8 album. And look how quick this is. So I had some spiderweb Halloween pattern paper. I did it at 8.5 because remember, you're only going to be able to cut this at 7.35. So 7.35 plus 7.35. I'm also working on 8.5 by 11 albums. So I'm going to see how that one works. The first thing is I'm going to put my spider web right out here because I want to, well, let me go ahead and put my stuff down. So this is going to be the title page for a cute little layout I made. Let's go ahead and, yeah, I'll go ahead and put that here. Oh, I guess I have to. Yeah. And so this was so much fun. I've had a lot of fun with print and cut. I did ink all the edges. So I cut it out as a square because that's the way I left it, as a square. But that way I don't have to resize it, and I'll show you different things. I could, so you can see that I cut it out a second time because I wanted some things to pop up. I could pop up these, and anything that I don't use the second time, I'm definitely going to use, I'll just throw it in my little box thing. Okay, so I have this 3x4 of a borrowed child. I'd love to show you this cute little picture, but I will not. And actually, see how this is kind of overlapping? I think what I'll do is I'm going to, off screen, I will cut this out because I do like it when they touch. So if you, digital scrapbooking and making, it was a kind of a hybrid, and I know that Close to My Heart had a program, and a lot of the other companies. But what I didn't like about them was I didn't like things to be so flat. So this kind of gives you the option of you get that 3D look without sacrificing, you get the cute, fast results without having to give up that 3D look. And I'm going to have this just, I want it to just touch over like this. So I'm going to just cut that in half, and that way I'll have the spider web forever. And you just add it, ephemera. This was just in my box of, I'm getting to the place where a lot of people that I watch, they make things in advance. I don't want to cut off the letters, so I think I'm just going to kind of, because I want it to be able to read. And so I needed to change this because this is an album of my grandson, and his little friend is babysat by my daughter. So I'm changing the word from brother to friend, and I'm dotting that off. What I did was I had a stamp set that said friend. It's one of the new ones. I masked off the top. I'll show you what it did. Okay, so this stamp came from this. I masked that off, which means I took my washi tape, I put it over the top of the stamp, and I inked up friend, and then I pulled the, I inked up friend, and then I took off the washi tape and stamped. And so then that got rid of the hello, and I still had a frame. It's kind of a mushed up one, but I had another one. I'll show you the other one I tried. This one was too small, so I had another one that I did, but I thought this one was too small. This one looks more like the handwriting. It isn't as, and I didn't want it to be too stark, so I did sponge Bluebird on there. So, and you can make your colors match exactly. Like I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. They have hex codes for all their colors. So eventually what I'll do with my Cricut is I will change those numbers. So now I'm going to put my little boom, so it's going to just slightly go over here like this. I have my picture printed. I wish I could share it, but I can't. And I'm going to also cut this guy out so that it gives that 3D look. So it gives you the quickness of a layout that is made totally on computer, but when you fussy cut some of these items, then you have the best of both worlds. So I kind of stumbled on this, and I am probably going to do a lot. I do love the Cricut, but what I don't love is I don't like picking out little tiny letters, and so when it's the print and cut, you don't have to do any of this, and it is so fun and so quick, and there are so many talented people. So my suggestions for you is, if you are not and I get nothing for telling you that Scrappy to Do It is the best Facebook group for people who love their Cricut. So many free ideas and so many helpful ladies. So I say go for it. I say, oops. So yeah, so I'm going to pop him up a little bit. And so this was, it took me longer to actually do this video than it did for me to make this layout. So I will share the file with you, and this is 2 files. So in the comments below, you'll see a Cricut Design Space file for this, which once again is by Nancy Fan, and the cost for printing that, and I don't get anything from that. I'm not an affiliate. I'm nothing. It is $3.98 if you want to do the Spider-Man. If you want to do, if you've got some other different things, you can do that as well. But anyway, so that is my quick layout, and it was so much fun. I hope you'll like and subscribe to my channel. I am going to start a playlist for 8x8 and 8.5 and 6x6, the smaller layouts, because I love them, and that's what I use. Anyway, have a great day, and try this. It's so fun. Actually pretty addictive. Talk to you later. Thanks so much. Bye.